Okay, so the only thing slightly different from at least last series is this Jax ban coming out. Insta pick of the Rumble here for Bin in the top side. Again, technically flexible. Expect it to be top lane. I wonder if we just see like a Cassante answer coming in from RNG like we saw in game number 1. Like you said, it's one of those matchups which it is a little rough for Cassante, but he can survive it. He's one of the few champs that can handle that one. Corki getting leapt through though for BLG. Feels like they're getting a lot of strong picks already and looking for something that can potentially engage and follow in with the Corki. The Rel gets locked in here for On.
Yeah, so Rel to lock people down onto the equalizer. Looks pretty good to me. RNG. Got the Tristana. Of course, that can 100% flex between Huanfeng and Tangyuan. Let's see whether or not it's going to be in the bottom of the mid lane. And then, of course, Cassante to answer out the Rumble. If you don't pick up the Cassante here, then you kind of just don't have a Rumble answer, probably. Like, you're going to have to get real creative, because then it's going to be 2 additional bans onto the top side for Juice, so they will lock that one in. RNG now, I mean, it's just Shun champions, right? I hope they remove away Kindred. I hope they consider it a ban, but it's probably not super necessary.
Yeah.
There's Kindred, so they've done one part. BLG, on the other hand, I mean, AP junglers, right? Brand, Lilia, Karthus, probably the 3 that they're pondering their bans and which ones they want to remove. I feel like it's probably Karthus first. Trying to get the ban order here, Jay. 1 second. Karthus.
Ziggs.
Oh,
No,
right. You know what? I respect that.
I actually like that
Tristana.
because like you said,
You've got Tristana. You go Ziggs. Then you get to actually flex them not only in both lanes, but just in general, they're very strong at taking structures very quickly early on in the game. So I like that, because getting kind of shoved out of your potential lane matchups isn't something you really want to deal with. Oh, okay. I like that call out onto Shun here, because something that Shun last year when Wukong was very meta, obviously was very dominant, right? And Shun was, I would like to say, one of our best Wukong players. So I like the call out, except that he's probably not going to go AP. And they also remove away one punch Draven, anticipating that this will be that Triss in the mid lane. So Wei does have pick of the left the AP junglers. We mentioned, you know, Brand, Lilia, and Karthus. Those are the 3. They're going to go for the Brand. So for a little bit more early game power that scales well into the mid game.
moving over to our BLG, and what they're looking to pick up here. With the fact that this Triss Flex exists, I think things like LeBlanc just go out the window entirely. It's really rough matchup. And now looking towards an AP jungler for themselves.
Okay.
Potentially looking to lock in this Zyra. Hasn't been locked in yet, so we won't talk about it until it's 100% picked.
No, we're going to talk about it. It's gonna
okay, we're going to talk. It's locked in. Go on then.
Yeah, I think I just heard Law scream from Berlin from here. Though I'm sure she's getting used to seeing Zyra jungle now. Yeah, Zyra, of course, very fast clear in the jungle. I think fully optimized at the minute. The faster clears we're seeing are kind of like 247, 8, like around that. Like, it is.
That is ballistically quick.
It is very fast, Zyra jungle clears. So
I think it takes me 2 minutes 40 to walk through the jungle without even killing stuff.
So, yeah, one thing that you do have over Brand here is, you know, the overall tempo of how quick you can clear, right? Like, Brand needs, you know, 5, 6, 7 levels really to start to powerhouse through the jungle clear. Zyra just has that offer it, right? And they kind of offer similar but different things at the same time. Zyra's a lot more about that peel kind of AoE damage, whereas Brand can kind of just, it's not even situational. You just have to be in range, right? And BLG have done a pretty good job of drafting champions which should stay at range and relatively far away from each other. So I think Wei is going to have a bit of a hard time in the mid-game team fights, but early on he's going to be able to impact these lanes really efficiently. He's got set up in the top side, set up in the bot lane, and even to a point, ganking mid shouldn't really be that difficult for Brand. So we'll see how RNG do. They've given themselves a lot of options. BLG, a lot of team fight options. It's more about getting to 2 items, playing around Bin earlier on, potentially, trying to ensure that Wei doesn't have too much impact on the map. Those are the kind of things that BLG are looking for, likely reactive gameplay, whereas for RNG, they've been given the fork of proactivity here, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this early game plays out.
I'm so excited to see it. There's so much zone control as well. when you think about things like the Zyra and the Rumble, like, how do you walk into this team? So if they are first on an objective, then you have a massive advantage off the back of that, where you can basically just play around the fact that, like, you have to walk through a Zyra ult, you have to walk through the Rumble ult to actually get in range of taking a fight. But if a fight does break out, you have that brand ult, you do have things to utilize. I'm very excited by these two comps. They should be really, really exciting to watch.
I agree. There's a lot on the line for the stakes of the team fights, at the very least. Of course, as a reminder, nothing really on the line for these two teams. BLG, they are locked into Group A.
Yep.
RNG are locked into Group B, so just expect shenanigans, really. I really
playing upset right now.
Yeah, it is kind of just playing upset. Like, to me, I feel like BLG, however, I don't want to say that spoil sport would be too strong a word, but what I mean is they won't really give much an inch for the sake of giving an inch. Like, they will play to win. Alright, very scattered on the second set.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of RNG fans out there.
I am seeing a lot of RNG fans in the crowd, but I didn't hear many RNG fans for the which is certainly a thing. Now, oh, there is one optimization I would like to talk about, unless there are some shenanigans afoot. And it is that Shun has gone towards this Comet here. Now, Comet has a lot of very interesting interactions in general, but there was one particular player. Now I don't want to mix up the region because I can't remember where it was. Shun's actually going to be starting on the Raptors, so very interesting to see that. We'll see where his full play goes. But a few players over, I want to say it was the Chinese server, but I could be wrong. We're starting to run Comet instead of things like the Dark Harvest or even the Electrocute, just because the rune tree is a little bit nicer, but also I think the Comet can proc quite quickly off the plants and things and such. So,
because you stack it up, the more you do damage, the more it takes off the cooldown. So you actually, with Zyra, very effective Comet user.
Exactly. So it's definitely a nice optimization to see Shun pull out here with the Zyra jungle. And we'll also see how fast the clear is, because he's not necessarily clearing in a straight line. But I don't think that's going to be a problem for Shun.
Apparently not.
Who is already 230 on his Wolves, despite starting on Raptors, by the way. And he is one
outpaced
rotation.
Way, massively.
Yeah.
That's insane. Considering, like, it was an unoptimal rotation through the jungle, the fact he's already onto his
air
Grover.
quotes, right?
Yes,
yeah,
unoptimal air quotes. He's getting the steps in. That's all I can say.
He's getting the steps in. Oh man, you know, I took a page of advice from LS the other day.
Okay.
And I got myself a standing desk and I have a treadmill.
I've seen a few people doing this.
It's really good, man. I've been, look, all I'm saying is, if I wouldn't sound out of breath and on air wouldn't hear the treadmill probably, I'd be on it right now. Shun is looking for a mid lane gank because he just simply has the time. I don't know what else to say. He just can.
He got the root as
Finds
well.
the root.
Oh.
And as you can already see, Comet is a core of the way off cooldown. So yeah, like Comet, really, really good. Very, very powerful. And in those team fights, you'll be able to see Comet proc multiple times. Very, very good optimization. And we'll now move up to that Skull Crab and be back in line with Wei for the time being. But of course, you know, Camps are going to spawn a bit faster. He started on the Raptors, then went Krugs. So we'll see where Shun is actually looking to impact the map and how fast he's going to be able to actually clear those things away.
Looks like his Wolves are back. Sorry, his Raptors are back up. So back onto the map. Got himself the Ionia boots. So a bit more cooldowns, a bit more speed on the clear, I guess. I mean, the base damage is there already.
So my suspicion there, though, I haven't crunched the numbers because I don't have time. Well, I do have time, but I just haven't done it. Okay. Lower cooldowns on the spells. You're probably clearing faster than going Fated Ashes. Otherwise, why do it? Plus the movement speed, right? It's tier 2 boots. Very, very good. Should.
They're standing in each other's
It's
face.
on the
Oh, missed
side,
that W
yeah.
though.
Shun has tier 2 boots, and Tangyuan no longer has rocket jump, but Ming is waiting in the wings. And Shun was on vision, and I don't think he actually spotted out that ward of the sweeper, unfortunately, so very lucky for him he didn't go for the plate, but he can just continue to cycle through the camps, get around this map super quick, and look to grow out his lead as he
This clear speed is silly. Because look, he can just
he
walk away.
Cleared the Krug. He cleared the Krugs from over. Of course, that makes all right. It shows you. I shouldn't even be surprised by it. I just haven't seen much Zyra jungle firsthand. You know, I've not watched many games of it at the moment. But very, very strong as he continues to power through. And yeah, we'll see what exactly he's able to do once he's actually out onto the map. Wei though hasn't really had much an opportunity to attack a lane yet.
Knight is getting bullied
right now.
heavily in this lane, and Wei's looking to come in with Ming. Half-health Knight, no Valkyrie, the flash comes out, instant flash from Knight. And Tangyuan just continues to control this lane now off the back of this.
Yeah, he will. No flash is also going to just generally make him a vulnerable target, right? To
Juice.
Potential play. Juice. He's got one null magic mantle.
Is he a good gardener?
Help clear out the wave.
He's
made a path through the weeds.
I don't know if he's going to be enough. He has the all out. He's going to kidnap the Zyra. Gets a whole bunch of damage onto him. Almost finds the kill. Dashes forward one last time, but there it is. First blood to Bin. As now in the mid lane, a little bit more action still breaking out. Knight's getting jumped onto by Tangyuan. Min didn't have the hook available. The Ignite was even thrown down by onto Tangyuan. Is able to stay alive. And while that was going on, Dragon was secured by Wei. BLG are going to get themselves the grubs on the top side, though.
Yeah, they will. Not bad. Picture-in-picture of the plate. Of course, kind of just fizzles out in the end. Like you said, BLG will get the grubs off the back of this plate. Feel really, really good about it. Elk, just looking for a little bit of poke damage. Darcy's got that level advantage over Huanfeng. And yeah, Dragon, of course, was traded a little bit before that. So, BLG, they're up, just in the sense that they got that top side plate. But they've also stuck themselves a 1.5k gold lead. Most of that is coming through Bin, which you kind of expect in the Rumble matchup anyway to get accelerated individually. But just the fact that, you know, BLG have this much pressure up here, unsurprising as Juice. Really unlucky. The roots come through again here from Shun. And you know what? I wonder if he had the root back up because of the Ionian boots, you know?
I would argue yes.
I think that might be a call anyway. Knight.
Oh, they're going in for the hook. Oh, they missed it, unfortunately. Sad hook there from Ming. Another little micro thing. Remember the plants, depending on what the hit by ability, what spawns them, they have different effects, and that was the root plants onto Juice, so he was slowed. So he really couldn't separate from Bin underneath the tower. Which is, you know, it's just those little micro things about Zyra where do add up and make a big difference. As Tangyuan and Knight going toe-to-toe, Tangyuan actually losing in the fight this time. Knight able to get a whole bunch of additional damage onto him. Has got himself the plated steel caps, so kind of building to try to deal with the trading coming in. And now that he's got those rockets, you can just see the damage starting to spike against this Trist.
Yep, fleet footwork as well. Just gets the auto off. He knows he takes a tower shot, but happy to take the empowered fleet footwork. Of course, if you auto attack a champion, you get way more healing than if you hit a minion. As Wei just comes in, looking for a gank, of course, but we'll just help clear the wave out for Tangyuan as Bin just being a bit of a bully.
Oh no!
Doesn't have ignite, but you know who is here? Should. So off you go. Smite.
Oh, he's so doomed. Wait.
One more.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. The final water attack with the burning from the Fated Ashes. And again, top laners today have just been getting camped. It's really sad for them.
You know, Riot said Red Side was supposed to be, like, you know, safer for top laners. What am I seeing here? Because, you know, this is 2 games in a row now. Just completely bullied. Anyway, almost 2,000 gold lead in the top side, Ming. Not gonna die for that infringement because On doesn't quite have the gravity well. Elk. Oh, we'll stop another recall.
Oh, they found the hook. They got the damage. Huanfeng should be able to get this one. Wei comes in with the stun and secures the kill with that W there. Elk, a little low on mana. Does have to be careful, but does have barrier, does have flash, so should be sitting pretty off the back of that one. Kill goes over to the Brand. Accelerates him a little bit because he is one of the few champions you can somewhat keep pace with a Zyra jungle. Still being out-farmed. That's like 2 camps ahead now, roughly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that Wei is even as close as
it's
he
because
is.
he's ganked.
Because of how
Jin's
efficient
gone top
Shun has
twice.
been. Yeah, like, I don't know. Either way, doing a good job of staying relevant. Has the Liandry's wholly completed. Of course, Shun won't have that item for a little bit longer, just on the basis of rushing those Ionians. So, I'll have to wait for him to find that item completion. Bin as well, probably going towards that Liandry's too, with those items in tow. As Ming. Flashed with Shun. I know it looked weird because of the angle, but was looking for Shun, doesn't find him.
I'm enjoying
But
Ming
still-
playing very aggressive on this Nautilus. Looking for a whole bunch of plays, constantly trying to, you know, he's burning his flash, but is getting flashes in response. So it is always kind of being a net gain for Ming due to the fact he has that Hex flash, and you know, a flash on a squishy Zyra is ultimately way more valuable than it is on Ming.
No, absolutely. I mean, you'll always hear support players say, happy to trade out their flash for basically any carry flash. This feels alright as the equalizer. Oh, man.
He's actually soloed. There was an assist there, but that was a solo kill. Let's be real.
That was solely because on Presty.
Yeah,
like,
that was literally it.
Oh, man. Juice is not having a good time up here. That'll be the whole
6
tower
grubs
as
as
well.
well.
I mean, Juice could TP. No, never mind. It's gonna
Not
die.
gonna happen.
Bin doesn't even let the minions die. He just wants the gold. Elk's pushing up here on tier 1 as well in the mid lane.
Oh
It's a
my
roughie,
word.
folks. Knight is proxying mid lane.
Oh my word. This is a rough game here for RNG.
Let's get 15 plates, guys.
In they go with the Magnet Storm. Great Zyra ult underneath as well. They do throw the ultimate down. Wei comes in with a Pyroclasm to melt the whole team. They are cooking. Unfortunately, no follow-up was available. Holy moly.
That was risky. That was very risky. I like the counter punch there from Wei. But yeah, BLG. I mean, they lose members. I'm gonna be honest, Jake. I don't think it matters, man. Like this to be in that state, even remotely this early, a bit of a worry. But hey, BLG showing that they can be punished at the very least, right? It's not impossible. Huanfeng manages to flash out before the roots connect, and that really does save his life. And Wei just has a good angle because BLG are so overextended looking for that plate. Now RNG, can they find Bin? It's got a 200 gold shutdown. Unfortunately, the answer is going to be no.
Not got long left on those plates. BLG, with the 6 scrubs, have been able to net themselves a massive amount of plates.
I have
A lot of gold in their pocket. They have 4,000 gold up at 13 minutes.
Yeah, I have a feeling, though, after that most recent play, they're probably going to be a bit more, I wouldn't say reserved, but, disciplined, shall we say,
Yeah.
around these plays. As oh, what? They've got half a wave crashing in, Shun comes out of vision. Yeah, they're not going to play the stupid stuff anymore. They just want the tower.
Another plate as well with the tower.
Yeah, exactly. Just looking for the pressure where they can get it. And they're really just going to look to suffocate RNG out now. I don't think they're going to give them another opportunity like that again.
Tangyuan is actually doing some work on this Triss though. While that play was happening bot side, they were able to take a whole bunch of plates on the bottom side. They've now got, you know, plates have fallen off. They'll be able to take this tower and recover some of the gold. The deficit is still massive. It's still hard for them to come back for, especially when objectives are getting taken on the other side. But, you know, there are a few little wins. Overall, though, that is pure copium from me. They've got a lot of work to do if they want to catch back onto this. But RNG are going to look to trade out for a tier 2 tower on the bot side. The problem is Juice is struggling to hold versus the Corki And Herald's been summoned in the mid lane. But they have to reset. They can't commit for this tower anymore.
Well, that's crash number 1. Are they going to drive the Herald top? Oh, actually, just let it die. Huanfeng, they'll still get crashed. Be able to stop it. And now they can get tier 2 tower top. Because they've got 6 scrubs and they'll just bring everyone up. So, I mean, you know, look, RNG are doing what they can. It's not great, but I think they're just trying to make the best of a very, very bad situation. They're down 4k gold and RNG trying to put all of their eggs in the Tangyuan basket, and I don't think you can really blame them. Just picked up a whole Flicker Blades, so he's at 2 items already really early on in the game.
He's had a lot of plate gold, a lot of tower gold. There is a world where this Trist could be strong enough if they're there for the fight. You get another good flank from Hui. You get Tangyuan in that fight as well. Maybe. But the gold lead is still 5,000. Well, actually, it's more like 4,000. 4,300. I'm going to be more exact. So, it's not over, but RNG, they're going to have to play very, very well. And I think once Hui gets the... once he gets the Crystal Scepter in and you get the slows as well, you may have the damage. Huanfeng has the Kraken Slayer as well, but still, got a bit to go before they hit another major spike, and the Ez poke starting to add up.
Yeah, it is starting to add up. I mean, it's just... Yeah, there's not much to talk about, guys. I wish I could make this game entertaining. Unfortunately, I can't, because BLG, after their mid lane incursion, just not really willing to mess about anymore. Bringing 5 members down to this dragon. Trying to make sure that RNG don't find anything fishy. Wei has flashed behind Bin.
Equalizer comes in. They're going to throw everything down onto Bin. Remember, he's worth a shutdown. Huanfeng's able to get the coil. The Magnet Storm comes down as well. Zyra ult just going to do the work, though. BLG take that fight convincingly. 3 members of RNG fall.
Fair play, RNG. Hey, look, you know what? If we're I'm from around the way. If I'm leaving here with something, it's Bin's KDA not being perfect. They get him. All right, maybe that's the play. So now they have to kill Knight and Elk to ensure that everyone on BLG at least died once, right? That's what the play is.
Go for the KDAs.
Go for the KDAs. As you know, Tangyuan has a dash. Wei has a flash. He doesn't have one of those built into his kit. As yeah, Wei dies incredibly fast. I think dies to the Andres in the end, and then yeah, good gravity well into Zyra ult. So difficult to play. And yeah, RNG. They don't get that dragon. They lose out on the play. BLG responding kind. Now 2 minutes away from Baron. You could very much expect BLG will be on top of that immediately, and Zyra is one of the best, if not the best. I was gonna say AP junglers, but it might just be junglers flat, period.
Yeah,
in
she's
the game
looking
at rushing down that 20-minute Baron.
bonkers oppressive on objectives. It's a lot of AP junglers got with like the introduction of Fated Ashes and double burn, although most people don't pick up that Blackfire Torch, but it is there as an option. It just feels like AP junglers on the item rework mid-season have really been accelerated, and already they were pretty quick at taking objectives, but it is so fast now. And like you said, the 20-minute Baron, a very real thing for BLG to take. They've got double ADC and a Zyra jungle, and double Leandre's champs as well. Like Baron,
I mean, hell,
Baron
like,
ain't gonna be
Rumble's no
around long.
slouch, bro. Like Rumble and overheat, like hitting Baron, like he does a lot of damage. It's gonna be a very, very, very fast Baron.
And look, they're getting in
They
control.
can push RNG out. Yeah, I mean, they want to push RNG out as far as they can. An Elk thing with fire, but of course has that arcane shift. Bit of poke will come through. And that's the other thing about Zyra. Do you know, that's the other very frustrating thing about Zyra. She kind of operates in many ways like a baby Maokai, because she can put a sapling down in a choke point. Or a seed, I suppose. Spawn it up, and then how do you go through? You have to tank the damage, unless you're a ranged champ that just about outranges those plants. And Yeah, it just feels very frustrating. They're looking for red buff.
Coming in.
I don't think they'll get it. Smite in the end will come through from Wait. But Baron's 15 seconds away, and I mean, BLG are posturing for a particular funny little thing to happen. Let's see whether or not they can make it happen, though.
It's about to spawn up, where he loses a little bit of health. Burn comes in, and immediately Bin joins up. They're clearing the vision, they're getting control. RNG coming in. Go on.
They haven't set the plants up. So because Shud didn't set the plants up pre-spawn, they can't just, you know, do it off rip and do the funny hee hee ha ha thing. But with this much downtime, they could certainly look to eventually. And I mean, RNG are so aware that this could be happening. You can just see from the posturing. Even Huanfeng, like, he's not even on the wave. He's nowhere remotely near it. He's waiting in the jungle to try and rotate in. Now he'll catch the wave, but BLG have lost interest in looking for that plate. And we'll just take their time about it for now.
They've got the blue buff. Give Elk a little bit more mana to work with. That is the reset Crystal Scepter time, I believe, Vision. If not very close, very close. 415 gold, I believe that puts you at. Oh, no, there it is. Finished up. And that is another acceleration of Zyro damage because it means the plants stick on you for longer. It means they get more autos in.
Now I just want to see them try and do it. I want to see how fast they can do the Baron. You know?
It will be so quick. Given the opportunity, it will be so quick.
I reckon. Let's try and get a bit of a timer going. You know, like, I think if they get on top of the Baron,
they're putting plants up.
Oh, they're putting plants down. From
Gardening has begun.
15 seconds, I reckon.
You think?
Less than. Yeah, less than.
Is that whole team there?
I mean, it's like seeds plus maybe one other champ. Like, Zyra does this very quickly. Control wards down, just to make sure they know. But again, like, RNG are sweating bullets, man. They do not want this to go through. Not like this, at least, right? They want to die for it, at the very least. There are now 5 seeds inside the pit.
It's just a waiting game, isn't it, for the Baron to get...
Yeah. We'll see what they can actually find to do. Again, you know, my money, it's on a sub like 12-second Baron if they like get the time. Of course, that control ward in the back of the pit is doing wonders for RNG's mental capacity right now. To not be paranoid about whether or not the Baron's been started. But once that gets cleared away, it's going to be that same song and dance over and over again.
This is straight to Dragon for them.
Yeah, I mean, they can afford to. No problems. Take that one up very, very easily. They'll have Bin just hover over. Also important to note, Bin does have Ignite, so no teleport means he has to make the long walk over to Baron. Anytime they think about doing it.
Jeez. Has that Kainic Rukin. Has that magic shield to work with, but it has the tempo of this game has slowed down the moment the Baron spawned up. For the last 3 minutes, it's just been a lot of posturing because all of the teams are very much aware. And classic Zyra. Oh, she's not actually going to do it over the wall. I don't think she had enough seeds to do it, but this is what she can do. She can just like put the seeds down, and her plants will finish up the camps for her. This clear is bonkers. Oh my word.
Yeah. I mean, looks fine, right? Like, man,
do it.
I'm gonna go on a tirade on the podcast to get enough game balance. I know I'm not gonna do it. All right. Look, I'm just not a fan of.
It didn't take you long. It didn't take you long to break.
I'm just not a fan of when the balance team like really forces their hand in putting certain champions in the jungle. Right? It kind of, and also because of where it stemmed from, because it was kind of a, not an old season thing, but it was a little while ago when jungle kind of dropped in, you know, popularity in terms of a role.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, what can we do to make jungle a more popular role? Let's just put other champions who normally lane in the jungle so that people who lane can jungle. That sounds great, right? And let's make their jungle mods really OP so they can actually, like, I don't know, just not about that. I don't think it's healthy. That's just a personal opinion. What?
I don't disagree with you. I just enjoy you raging as well.
Because then I think we get situations like this, you know, where we get Brand jungle who, like, don't get me wrong, Brand is fun to watch in the jungle.
Brand is very fun to watch.
Like, do you know what? Do you know what he's not? He's not fun to play against.
No.
Zyra's fun to watch. Zyra's not fun to play against, right? So, yeah, I just have my particulars about jungle mobs.
Then again, personally, I feel the same about the current Corki.
I think that's Corki as a whole.
Yeah,
but also,
Corki
I think
is just an unfun character.
I think as a collective, like as a community, we are just scarred by quite literally more than half a decade of Corki Azir, man.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
oh.
Anytime.
I like Azir though.
Corki
I love watching Azir. I think he's really fun to watch. I just think Corki's boring to play into, boring to play, and boring to watch.
Yeah.
That's my personal take on it anyway. Some people may feel different from me. There's RNG. 4 of them get clipped by the True Shot Barrage. On's looking for it. They've got the Equalizer. Magnetstorm's available, but everybody just runs away before that can go down. And BLG get control of the area.
Hesitant to go in there. Shin will clear away this control ward, which will send RNG naturally into a massive panic. Smile.
He's losing a fair amount of HP there. I think Jin's just going to
though.
start it. Bin's here. They're doing it.
Yep. There you go.
Let's see how quick they can go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, he's coming.
6. It's half HP. 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's no way.
11. 12. Oh, well.
12 seconds. 12 seconds to do Baron. You just can't be caught sleeping versus this champ.
You can't, man. It's so broken. And it's not like it's literally not even RNG's fault. Like they've just been like strangled and wait, I've got it. They've been strangled, fawned out of this game. I'll see. As
you know what? Suddenly I don't miss casting with you anymore. Weird how that happens.
Yeah, it is strange, eh? But look, I think RNG.
We are going slightly manic here, aren't we?
What can we do? Like it's BLG, the best team in the league, I think. With
here's the good news
at the moment. Yeah. What is the good news?
We're playing Fearless, so BLG can't play Zyra next game.
Ah.
It's not true
Right,
Fearless,
so,
like you said, but so RNG could play it.
So what you're saying is Shuna's just gonna play Brand next game?
Oh my word.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, RNG could ban it, and then it's like Karthus or Lilia.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Jungle is fun. Jungle is fun at the moment. Now, it looks like with this Baron, BLG are finally going to pull that trigger, and RNG, the recalls are interrupted. That could actually be the difference maker here. Looks like they're not going to overcommit. They are going to back off. And Tangyuan is going to take down this tower. Trist is phenomenally fed. It's just impossible for them to do anything, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's rough. You know, I'm trying to think. Like, if you're RNG, how do you even feel about this? You know, like, is it just, well, guys, we're against BLG. It's like those anime moments where, like, the main protagonist just knows he's gonna die and he just smiles at it. Like, is that what's going on here? I feel like that's what's going on here. Huanfeng gets a sidestep in on the shot barrage. Yeah, BLG. More than anything, you know what? I'm surprised BLG are taking this long. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised how few kills there's been and how much they've slowed the pace down.
This is starting to turn into a bit of a farce, if I'm being real. BLG, like, you know, 29 minutes. The Baron power play wasn't even positive. It's negative. They actually lost gold on the Baron over. Obviously not the true telltale sign of the game state.
Yeah,
but,
I think if you just look at the map is on fire for RNG. Magnetstorm comes in from on. They do get a hook actually off onto the Corki, and they are just obliterated by Huanfeng's damage. In comes Juice to secure the kill as well onto Knight. 2 members go down. RNG just found an opening.
Uh-oh. There's a very dangerous thing called hope, Jake. And hope does very bad things to a man. Can make him change for the worse. And look, I don't think that RNG are going to be able to find a win off the back of that. But they do have a 4-item Tristana.
Yeah, this buys time.
Really scary. Like, this is a big time buyer, you know? We'll get a replay, in all fairness. And look at Tangyuan's step. Like, Shun, just overconfident. One more auto, and, like, Shun's dead. Like, hands down. Would not survive. Good hook on Tonight here, and yeah, just no response. Elk. Arcade shifts in. Flashes out. Goes for a death. Oh, Juice.
Backup's coming in, though. RNG, they're going to lose Juice. Knight secures the kill. And what can RNG do now? They haven't really been able to get much of anything. They've got Tangyuan on the bot side, just hard chopping the wave out, so there's no supers crashing anytime soon. But BLG, 6 grubs in their pocket. They don't have Baron anymore, but once this next wave crashes, they're just going to take that tower in no time. Tangyuan is going to crash that wave and reset. And Huanfeng is now here, still 3.5 items, looking for that Infinity Edge. That's their next item on. Ultimate available to them. Now Tangyuan does rejoin up with the team, but down goes the inhibitor. This is going to be a 3 inhibitor take here from the side of BLG. And the hope, I think, has diminished even more here for the side of RNG. They found those picks, but they lose all pressure for it.
All right, I'm going to play a game of chat if you don't mind.
Go on.
I mean, you're free to participate. You're here. So.
Might as well.
BLG over under 35 minutes. And, well, I'm not going to make a poll in chat. Don't know what I'm allowed to.
I'm going to say over. I think they're going to play for Dragon, and I think that's going to slow their tempo down.
If you're in chat, if you think it's going to be over 35 minutes, let's get a +1 going. And if you think it's going to be below 35, then let's get a nay going, because I think nay is a global emote, so I mean, it's not like a channel thing. Just get a gauge. How do you know? Because I know it's been a slow-paced game. I'm trying to engage viewers a bit. Because me personally, I think it's going past 35. I'm kind of. I don't think BLG are going to end quickly.
They got 50 seconds on the Dragon. Baron's about to spawn up. I think they're just going to do all of those objectives, then close out. It's going to be close, though. But I do think it's still going to take 35. And oh, my word, the Zyra Pit. That's not Baron Pit, that's the Zyra Pit.
And that's the Zyra Pit. Oh, man.
She ulted to get the attack speed growth on the plants as well.
Yeah, it's really impressive. All right, so seeing a lot of nays and one singular yay. Or yeah. Actually, I'll read it as it is. So let's see. A lot of non-believers.
We've got close in 2 minutes.
They've got 2 minutes. They've got.
I mean, it's going to take them 5 seconds to do the Dragon, to be fair.
Yeah. Can they do it? They got time's ticking, man. They got 2 minutes less than.
Looks like there's a potential flank angle coming in. Juice gets himself rooted, loses a fair amount of HP, is dodging out on Elk. Half HP to Elk. Dragon spawning up, and I just think RNG are going to have to give, although they've got a couple of members in the area. In they jump, the Magnet Storm goes down. Dragon Soul secured for the side of BLG. Ming falls, double kill for Knight. Chasing onto Huanfeng with that Guardian Angel. Can they keep it going? The teleport's coming in. Knight's going to fly in, try and flash over the wall. Juice launches into the fray, has to peel backwards, but the minions are just going to close the game out. RNG, they can't do anything. They just have to watch at this point. They are being chased down. The supers are going to close the game out. RNG doing their work, doing their best as the double kill gets picked up. Juice comes in. Can he save the day? The teleport's coming back. They interrupt the teleport. Tang not getting reset, not getting it. He gets the triple. Bends in the base. Down goes the Nexus. Under 35 minutes. BLG take the win.
What a hilariously chaotic game. BLG don't seem to amuse.
don't seem too amused by the ending, but hey, look, you could see like it's RNG, like they had damage, man, but they were just getting out team 4 every single time. Wow, what a stupid ending to
That
game.
was
And if
that was the
Tangyuan-
ending
if
I needed,
Tangyuan
man.
genuinely got back to base, maybe he'll. Well, no, the minions would have ended. I don't like. He dealt so much damage. He might have one-shot Bin. Like, there's a chance. I don't know. Either way, BLG are up on RNG down the game. I think it's what we expected, but the journey wasn't quite that.
That team fight, because I don't drink coffee, but that team fight was the equivalent of coffee for me. That game was so sleeper for like from 20 minutes. The last 14 minutes of that game was just a lot of posturing and not a lot of anything, and then a very explosive fight at the end. And I have to admit, we saw life from RNG, but they just got strangleholded out of that game. Anyway, we're gonna throw ourselves to a quick break, and then we're back with our second game of this series. We'll see you in a moment.